Hello there, guys. Hope you all are doing fine after a long time. I'm back finally to my English Habits channel. Welcome you all. I'm Diusanelli and I'm back with a new video, kind of in a way of reflection, to get into some kind of philosophy. And I'm gonna touch a topic that is been touching or being around the minds of many artists lately. I had a version before in Spanish where I show up how I build the head of this mech, and I spend way more time there because I explain much more stuff because many of the artificial intelligence information on YouTube and many places, most of the information is in English, so I try to translate some stuff back there and so on. But I'm gonna be try to be more short in this version, hopefully. And first of all, what is artificial intelligence? I know you all, most of you all, at least have a basic concept because artificial intelligence is thing, is real, and is now our phones, computers, screens, TVs, and so on and so on, graphic cards, video games, and so on. But now is touching or arriving to the 3D industry, to the 3D environment, and I'm gonna talk about a little bit on it. I don't have too much information, but I'm gonna try to give a personal approach of it. In introduction, what if artificial intelligence is a bunch of neural digital algorithm that learn from different experience that a human user input on them. So automatically the artificial intelligence, the AI, based on that, try to build a whole library, almost infinite library of information based on objects, based on, in this case, animations, 3D models, or even kind of trees, type of dogs and cats, and so on. But I'm gonna touch some few videos I have been checking out, and like this motion diffusion AI, where you can build easy image, you can build stuff. In this case, more related to animation. This thing arrived, and right now is in the head of every artist right now, creating this confusion or doubt. Are we gonna be replaced? Yes or no? I'm just gonna give my personal approach and my opinion. Please feel free to leave some comments and so on. So back here, I'm checking out this video that I have been giving it a review a few days ago, and I realized that how deep this thing is getting, and I'm gonna just talk about the 3D industry and us as artists. This new algorithm, the motion diffuser, AI based on tools for animation, is learning everything: how we walk, how we feel, how we walk while we're happy, how we run meanwhile or while we are angry, and so on. All of this information, the algorithm or the artificial intelligence brain getting info, and it's doing cool stuff. It's doing cool stuff like this, doing cool stuff like this too. Really impressive. And this kind of scheme is show up here how the motion diffusion is trying to change as quick or as fast as it can the animation world so far. So if we keep going up, there is more learning, more deep learning, sorry, and it's not gonna stop, not gonna stop. So let's keep checking this out, and let's stop here. Let's jump into this movement that Nvidia and other couple of companies are doing right now about creating automatically 3D objects. 3D objects from image, 3D objects from text inputs, text commands. So easy as that. And right now, let's go and click here. NVIDIA is doing tons of it, tons of this crazy work. And it's really cool, to be honest. It's scary, I'm not gonna lie, because we need to work. We need to work, yeah. But it's really cool, it's really interesting. In my personal opinion, it's gonna help us. Yes, am I crazy? Sort of it, but it's gonna help us to get jobs and projects quickly. Of course, like you see, it's not perfect so far. This is the new beginning of this for sure. In 1 year, 2 year, or even 5 years, this is gonna be way more clean. It's gonna have topology, it's gonna have maps, it's gonna have this and that, and it's gonna replace sort of our job. Later, I'm gonna talk about what the AI is not gonna replace. I'm gonna get a little bit more philosophic. Hope you can understand my words. English is not my native language, so I'm giving my best. So NVIDIA, these people, as always, doing awesome, cool, scary stuff like this with prompts, comments, and text lines. You can create models from 3D. They have been taking care so far of the texture and the build of the models. If you write, let's say, an astronaut riding an elephant on the space, this algorithm is going to do it in 3D. In 3D, that's way more. I mean, that's the point of this, because there is another couple of strong AIs that has been, more related to the illustration world, to the drawing and illustration painting, digital painting and illustration world. Look at this, how blocks turn into more detail, into more detail models in this case. And about meshes, they're not so complex right now. They are kind of triangulated. Some of them are n-gons, or yeah, just triangulated, as simple as that. I check out this video from, sorry for the technical issues. I'm always trying to make one shot from this video, so I spend less time doing edition and stuff like that. So back to the point, complexity is not a thing right now, but for sure it's gonna be in the future. I'm talking about the right now, about the advantage of the AI, how it's growing so faster. And now I'm gonna give my, my approach to, if this thing is gonna replace us, is this thing is gonna beat us, and so many stuff that gets through your mind. So as a kind of introduction or base concept of this, let's remember when stuff like DALL-E arrived, and other couple of AIs, AIs that start to appear on the industry, also like DALL-E trying to replace, illustrators and animations. In this case, yeah, more illustrations or concepts, concept arts, and this and that. And DALL-E arrived on January 2021, was quite simple and slow, but 1 year later, this thing got really crazy heavy and very well done. Of course, you can see that some of the pictures are not the greatest, but everyone's thought this is the death, life and death, or this is the end for illustrators, for people that make living from painting, from digital painting, this and that. And it's not so far. Thankfully, it's not. It's becoming one of the greatest tool for. It's starting to become a great tool for artists who do tons of illustrations and digital painting. And of course, it's helping them. If you see that in some way, if you see that in some way, the AI is giving the tool to people that doesn't know too much about art to create, using um, 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 the power of the computers. But back in the 2021, at the beginning, we thought, or many people thought, this is the end. There's no more jobs for this area of the art industry, but everything is still almost the same. Of course, many people is trying to do their stuff by themselves, but there is many companies, many serious people trying to trying to or trying not. They are just hiring people, good imagination, good creativity to create and develop amazing stuff. And this can be a great tool. It's gonna replace us someday. I'm not sure because it's getting bigger and bigger every day, every time we receive news from it. So back to another point, what makes us different from AI is funny because I'm making a robot. And yeah, it's funny because I'm talking about artificial intelligence. But more to the point, what differentiates us from artificial intelligence is that I see uh, tons of difference so far. And one of them is that we are organic. We are organic creators. We're not pushed by some other humans prompt text or text prompt or text lines, and that give us the opportunity to put emotions on stuff. That give us the opportunity to put emotion on the work we do, and that's cool. To be honest, that's really cool because, for example, I was inspired back in the 2000s by a science fiction magazine to do robots, and now I'm trying to show up my science fiction love doing this. So you can say this artist is doing a robot today because he loved robots and brings good memories to him. Or in case that he's doing robots because he's angry against artificial intelligence. So we're capable to express feelings with that stuff that artificial intelligence cannot do. Sorry, but you can prompt, you can write some code lines into the artificial intelligence and can show you feelings, but are not gonna be organic feelings that only organic species like us can do. Sadly or thankfully, luckily, the scientific method cannot explain a poem. Artificial intelligence cannot explain how to build or what feelings can make you feel to read a poem. And that's my vision of it. That's my vision of it. And we are gonna take advantage. We need to take advantage of that.